is DMT is like amazingly fast metabolism. It's similar almost to an anesthetic like propofol in that it's rapidly cleared from the body. So fast, actually, it could be hard to measure the pharmacodynamics. But I think that actually lends a great power to it to be used therapeutically, because depending on how you administer it, you can actually take advantage of that fast metabolism to really increase safety. And as I mentioned in my talk earlier, allowing patients and physicians to very rapidly end if they're having a difficult experience, which is something you can't really do with LSD. I think the other thing I want to add just really quickly is that DMT is a tryptamine, and psilocybin is also a tryptamine. They're very structurally similar, and I think we can draw some conclusions. They're not the same drug; they don't produce the exact same effects, but I think you can put them in the same category as having the same potential.
And if I could just add to that as well. So I completely agree, and I think one of the benefits of DMT is this short. Well, in fact, we have to separate the two things. So the short psychedelic half-life, the short PK half-life, the short psychedelic half-life, but hopefully not the short therapeutic half-life. I think we're still
that's a good point.
That the therapeutic half-life is going to be very long and it'll have a long duration of action. But actually, if you look, there's quite a lot of human, I guess, mechanistic research on DMT as well. And I think what's very, very encouraging is that even though DMT has this really short PK half-life, really short psychedelic experience, it seems to do what psilocybin does over a 4 to 6 hour period. So in terms of the brain plasticity, both synaptic and neuronal, and also the increase in connectivity, it does seem to have that same mechanistic effect. And so hopefully that will mean, even with a short half-life, it may have at least the same and hopefully a little bit more in terms of therapeutic potential.
I think another important point of differentiation is that DMT is, of course, endogenous, unlike most of the other psychedelics that people are aiming to explore at this point. So, and then the fact that DMT also provides anti-inflammatory properties through the sigma-1 receptor. So I think it has fairly distinct properties from a duration of effect, anti-inflammatory, it's endogenous. The fact that it's endogenous, may at some point allow us to investigate the pathways that produce it, determine whether those pathways are somehow defective or deficient in particular patients, and then provide those patients with a solution by way of DMT delivery. Where other psychedelics, you don't necessarily have an opportunity to augment that endogenous factor.